Good morning.
This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Some of my colleagues are virtual, and we also have the state's attorney who is virtual with us, and at the appropriate time, Council Member Ed Burrows will recognize her. We're going to begin the proclamation presentations with Ward 8, District 8 Council Member Ed Burrows.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, members of the County Council. These two are my first proclamations as a council member. And so as we were deciding what proclamations to present to the council, we thought long and hard about who would be deserving of this honor. And it was very clear that two individuals who are here with us in this room are truly deserving of it. And so without further ado, a proclamation. Whereas a hero is a special person that shows great courage and will sacrifice themselves to save another. And whereas born on February 9th, 2002, Jeremy Kevon Manzili Phillips is being recognized as a Prince George's County hero for saving the life of an elderly man from a vicious dog attack. Whereas on October, this is my first one, sorry, please come up. If you want to come up, Mom, you can. Okay, no? Right.
We haven't done it for 2.5 years. So
yes, yes. And as a freshman member, I'm still learning the ropes, so thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. So actually, I have one for you too, Jessica, but I'm gonna read this one and then go to yours. Whereas on October 13th, 2019, around 11:15, Jeremy Manzili Phillips and his sister were on their way to catch a bus to Howard University football game when they came upon an elderly individual being viciously mauled by two dogs. Whereas at no point did it cross Jeremy's mind not to get involved, he determined that that was the only thing to do. Whereas 17-year-old Jeremy Phillips grabbed his stick to fend off the two bulldogs, and finally the dogs ran away, but they were eventually captured by animal control. Whereas, although the 72-year-old man was close to unconsciousness and bleeding profusely, due to his quick thinking and courage of Jeremy and his sister, the elderly man's life was saved. Whereas in 2020, Jeremy Manzili is a graduate of Eleanor Roosevelt and serves as a role model for men and women of Prince George's County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Prince George's County Council thank Jeremy Kevon Manzili Phillips, and he is lauded for his bravery and sincerely thanked for his concern for others. Further, he is wished the very best in his future endeavors. Signed, myself and Council Chair Calvin Hawkins. This is for you. And for the council members, you know, we were all just so impressed and really convicted by your comments around police reform. And so we want to thank you and honor you for the man that you are and all that you are doing in the community. Now, I have another one for Jessica. Whereas a heroine is a special person that shows great courage and will sacrifice themselves to save another. Whereas, born on January 15th, 1995, Jessica Kirsten Phillips is being recognized as a Prince George's County heroine for saving an elderly man from a vicious dog attack. Whereas on October 13th, 2019, around 11:15, Jessica Phillips and her brother were on their way to catch a bus to a Howard University football game when they came upon an elderly individual being viciously mauled by two bulldogs. Whereas Jessica and her brother, Jeremy, you said about your brother, I knew he had it in him to stand up for somebody. And whereas the 24-year-old Jessica Phillips called 911 when the dogs finally ran away, and she used a sock to stop the bleeding of the 72-year-old man. Although the 72-year-old man was close to consciousness and bleeding profusely, due to her quick thinking, Jessica and her brother saved this man's life. Whereas in 2016, Jessica graduated from the HU, is that right? The Hampton University, I don't know, I don't want to get into trouble with the Howard people in the room. She received her bachelor's degree. Jessica serves as a role model for young men and women in Prince George's County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Prince George's County Council, that Jessica Kirsten Phillips is lauded for her bravery and sincerely thanked for her concern for others. Further, she is wished the very best in her future endeavors. Here you go. And Mr. Chair, is now time to recognize the State's Attorney?
Yes.
And the State's Attorney wanted to be a part of the ceremony. Madam State's Attorney, you're on mute.
Yes, thank you. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Chair, Councilmember Barrows, and esteemed members of the Prince George's County Council, as well as our distinguished honorees. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning to recognize bravery, to recognize young people who thought not of themselves, but of others in a time of need. I salute you. I thank you. I thank you for being role models for not just young people in our community, but for everyone in our community. What you did saved a life, but I think what you will inspire will save so many more. So thank you so much for your bravery, and thank you so much, Councilmember Burrows and Chairman Hawkins, as well as the rest of the members of the County Council for recognizing their bravery. I also want to give us because we know that these young people were raised right, as we say, and I thank you, Mom, for raising just outstanding members of our community. Thank you.
What do we do now? Take a picture? Okay.
Mom? Yeah. Take pictures of this one. Just keep recording.
Okay.
Tell us.
John, did we do okay?
Hold on. You actually did okay. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.